Hello viewer, today I'll be giving my review of Fantastic Four First Steps without stretching into any spoilers. So if you haven't vanished already and are all fired up to hear me out, then this is the thing for you. This film showcases the Fantastic Four or Fan Four, who are established heroes of an alternate MCU Earth for a few years. It covers bits of history on their origins to get you up to speed with them. Then one day a mysterious being has been surfing through space and landed on Earth, with a warning that Galactus will devour the planet. Now the Fan Four has to unearth some plan to stop Galactus. A common theme the film poses to Galactus is the classic trolley problem, the dilemma of sacrificing one to save the many. That is juxtaposed by the idea of community that family leads to the classic idea that we have the power, cosmic, to do pretty much anything together. And it shows both scenarios will always require hard choices you can't just teleport away from. The movie was fun, and it works as a standalone film without needing to see other MCU projects. There were plenty of cool visuals throughout the movie, the tense moments hit hard, and feel-good moments were fantastic. And it had the right amount of rock-solid humor. The Fan Four were well developed, and I was deeply invested in their journey, going through trials by fire, and weathering the storm of challenges throughout the movie. I was definitely villain the threat of Galactus, who was imposing, and seeing Shallabal in action, she is definitely someone you don't meddle with. Now, some gripes about the movie. There is some stuff we have to take for granted to get the story going, especially to be Franklin on how the Fan Four deal with Galactus. Also, some of the fight choreography CGI feel is a bit off. Those scenes don't quite sell the action for me. And I do have one personal preference, which is I wished the Thing had a more gravelly voice. Though it hasn't been the Thing that influenced whether I liked the movie or not. Also, some may not like that you have to stretch your imagination to say Pedro Pascal physically resembles Mr. Fantastic, which I understand, but he played the part well, feeling like the smartest man on Earth in the film, and by extension, the spirit of Reed Richards is definitely there. Also, as a warning, Galactus is portrayed differently in the film. In short, he's unhappy. In contrast with comics, my understanding is that Galactus is a pragmatic force in the universe, whose place in the worlds is to consume planets to sort of maintain balance in the universe. Also, the film's plot is pretty straightforward, Silver surfing through basic story beats of the Fan Four's first encounter with Galactus in the comics. Full transparency, this can make the Fan Four's story feel generic, possibly MC using the same story structure as other films. That being said, I do feel it is a good future foundation movie for the MCU Fantastic Four, especially to those who have zero knowledge about them. Luckily, watchers of the original Fan Four comics are treated with excellent nods to the comics in the film. and taking a page out of manga to anime adaptations, seeing a classic fan 4 story transformed into live action is pretty fun to see. There will be some changes, of course, but I do feel First Steps still captures the fantastical spirit of the fan 4. I think this movie may appeal more to the average movie fan than average comic or MCU fan, given how it functions mostly as an introduction to the fan 4. Though I do think fan 4 fans will have a marvelous time. If you wanted an action-adventure film, I don't think this movie has much for you. It seems more like a drama with awesome sci-fi visuals. First Steps feels kind of like those feel-good sports movies, starting with an almost invisible force changing the daily lives of our protagonists. Then things get heated and they end up in rocky, low moments. But then the film slingshots into the high feel-good moments at the end. If you like those sorts of movies, you should be able to enjoy this. Overall, Fantastic Four First Steps was spectacular. It was well made, arguably too safe a movie, but it still excels at being entertaining with good emotional moments. Of course, that's my story. I'll let you look into it. Okay, that's all for today. Hope this video could be helpful or entertaining for you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you'd like, and hope you see what's in store for next time.